It's time for the Judge and JD show. We've got Dr. Ann Dixon coming in. She's going to talk about the possibility, hopefully, if the vote passes, to get a new high school. I would be the new school.
Yeah, he's the Billy Goat.
Judge is the old school. Judge is the school we have now. This is the new school.
The new shiny one, the old guy.
But no, she's going to be a wealth of information, and looking forward to having her on.
Yeah, she's great. And, and we got old David coming on, a little music for you. And we got a few things to talk about today. We had a big weekend, or big week. So, yeah, good.
Yeah, the Texas Music Awards, baby.
That was something else.
We'll talk about that coming up. Man, I'm pumped up about this show. Got Dr. Ann Dixon coming in, talking about the new possibility of the new high school.
Man, that lady knows public school, man. She public education, so she's very informative. It'll be great for the community to really hear from her.
I can't wait. And, of course, David Harris coming on to talk about a big event this weekend out at Luckenbach, Angels and Outlaws.
Yes.
But let's do the Pioneer giveaway. Got the cap and the koozie here.
Yeah. We've been going
Judge
deep. Let's
have
go
the
right
honors.
on top.
That's okay.
Janisa Quay. Janisa, we got a cap for you.
All right, congrats.
Get with Ashley at Pioneer and she'll get to your hat.
Reach out to you.
All right. I love it.
Good stuff.
Well, we had a great experience. We had a chance to go to the Texas Regional Radio Awards, Arlington, the live, Texas Live.
Kristen and I were terribly excited about going with you. We just didn't know what to expect, and I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to go, it is just one of the coolest events we've been to.
It is. I mean, they just put on such a great show. It's much like the CMA Awards.
It is. It is a lot like you've seen in the CMA Awards. It's just a lot of fun. I think, when I asked you, the artists we've been having, which we had like 4 or 5 of them that we've had here, get to come up. One of them won a big award, which we'll be talking about. But I think when we left, I said, I hate to put a sports analogy to everything, but in my mind, this looked like D1 recruits. That's a level, obviously not the living legends, the Ratty Fosters. But what I like about the T3R is that they're moving these guys that are represented and they're being promoted and so forth. But this is it's almost like a combine in the NFL, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to see any okay acts there. They're all exceptional. And what really, in my mind, makes it really exceptional, it's like watching a high school football game versus a pro football game. They really want to be there and they're really getting after it. Anyway,
that's a great.
I didn't mean to carry on the whole time, but it was such a good experience for Chris.
And I always use Cody Johnson as an example.
Yes,
because he started, like I said, he released quite a few singles that really, might have made it up to 80, 70.
Yeah,
but then he put out Diamonds in My Pocket. But my point is, to your point, he was where these artists that, or the up-and-comers, young guns, whatever you want to call them, he was just in their chair 10, 12 years ago. And Kylie Fry, who won New Female Vocalist, I think the first thing I told you. How cool was
her performance?
I interviewed her out when I had Texas Radio. It was a cool-ass studio, but it was a storage shed in my backyard. I was running the internet
you said you had Uncle Lucius back there.
Uncle Lucius, Kinfo was in there. Yeah. But my point is, in time, look where they are now. She just won New Female Vocalist of the Year, and
it's such a cool thing. Kristen and I did not know we were going with a celebrity. How about the way they took care of us up there, man? It's just we got to know a lot of the folks that are the promoters and so forth.
Well, you even met the owner of the chart, Dave Smith.
Dave Smith and Dylan that's been sending us folks, and they just friendly, just good. I mean, just good folks.
It's basically it's a family.
Yes.
The whole Texas music scene.
And
when did I win this one? In
I was about to say
2012.
Yeah. You said you won these 2 Radio Personality of the Year, and then you.
Yeah, this was 2012 and 13, but we also won the Radio Station of the Year. damn it, the station kept theirs.
They just used you for your voice.
I was like, hey man, program director, should I take those home too? Anyway, I got.
But
this was the 16th year. Is my point.
Yes, but Eric Rains and Rita Ballou, both very well known radio personalities, Texas music personalities. Hosted it. You said you hosted it 1 year.
I've done. I did a presenter.
I was a presenter
kind of thing, 1 year, but yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was a cool experience, and it kind of gives our viewers and kind of ties it all together. Where the folks that have been coming in and playing for us, where they're coming from. They're coming from those promoters.
Well, Trevor Underwood was nominated.
Yes. Guy Vincent.
He
wasn't. I don't think he was nominated.
He was there.
He was there.
We ran into Guy Vincent.
And Addison Malik. Oh my gosh, her
what a talent she is. She won the New Faces
Award. Gosh, it was a bunch of them. And then we met several that are looking forward to coming down. So great experience.
It was fun. It was good to see them. I think we got some pictures on the Judge and JD show of
In essence, we've all seen the Dick Clark, top 40 or whatever it used to be and all that
right.
with Billboard and all that.
Casey Kasem.
Yes, Casey. Yeah.
And then Bob Kingsley.
Yes.
Bob Kingsley, yes.
Did the American Country Countdown. Exactly. That's the top 40 songs in the nation.
And where that comes from is they've got a group of radio stations, and there's 90. It's always been, and this group has 90, and then it's all based. These guys report to the charts, how many times they play the song. We report
what we call spins, the old spins. But yeah, you report your spins. They add them up.
That's how these guys start growing.
How many times a week you're playing it is what a spin is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you got light, medium, and heavy. Mm-hmm. We might as well just talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like for instance, on TexasRadio.net, my light spins is 15. 15 spins a week. And then it goes to medium spins 35, and then 55 is heavy.
Heavy.
What does a person have to do to get the heavy?
We got to be playing the crap out of it, and their promoters got to be bugging the crap out of it.
The promoter's job.
I keep Texas Radio on all the time, and TexasRadio.net's on my little bookmarks, But yeah, I hear Trevor playing quite a bit on there.
Trevor Underwood is in heavy.
And Addison.
Addison's in heavy rotation. Dylan, I'm doing you right.
Yeah,
brother.
Dylan. What a cool guy. So,
let me run over some of the. I'm not going to go over every award, but let's start with the Living Legend Award. You brought that up a little earlier. Radney Foster, what a songwriter. And he performed Raining on Sunday, but he performed, 2 or 3 songs?
2 or 3 songs, Raining on Sunday, and one of the other ones. But it was great.
So that was cool. The venue of the year, their nightclub or venue was Green Hall. Well-deserved, of course. Man, they bring in so many. Larry Joe Taylor, his Texas Music Festival there in Stephenville, won Best Festival. Josh and Katie Weathers.
Oh, they were
We got to talk about them. Love Like You Mean It. They won the Humanitarian Award, and I was tearing up with what they're out doing.
The things they're doing, yes.
I mean, just incredible. New group or band of the year. The winner was Ghost of the Hill Country.
Yes.
New High Road, or Texas High Road, they won New Vocal Duo of the Year, and the ladies promised us
they promised
on the podcast.
We wouldn't let them walk by.
That was my next question. Did you guys get information so that we could bring all these people on our show?
That's one of the main reasons we were there.
Kristen was a photographer, and we just. And
who was handing out the cards?
all of us.
New Male Vocalist of the Year.
We didn't mention Cynthia. Cynthia actually reached out to us on Facebook, said, great seeing us up there.
Oh, Cynthia Rauch.
Yeah, she performed. It was really good.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah. The new male vocalist of the year was Tristan Robertson.
Yeah.
Sandy June, new female vocalist of the year. She started her career later in life. That goes to show you it's never too late.
She said she started at 50 years old.
And now she's won.
So there's
another living legend. How about Paul Overstreet?
That was a big
one
thing,
of the greatest songwriters on the planet.
Paul
Overstreet's underrated as a songwriter.
And he performed When You Say Nothing at All, the Keith Whitley song, and it was phenomenal.
So who else we got here? we'd love to get everybody in, but a single of the year, Wade Bowen, Nothing But Texas.
Yeah.
Album of the year, Whiskey and Alibis. He plays out at Luckenbach all the time.
Yep.
William Beckman.
Yep, he does.
Yeah. And by the way, John Randall produced that one, so he won there as well. Music video of the year, Is This Thing Working? We play that one a lot on TexasRadio.net. Parker McCullum and Randy Rogers. Randy. I'm getting my Radneys and my Randys mixed up. We're almost at the end here. Vocal duo of the year, Kylie Fry. We mentioned Kylie. Her and Randall King won that. And we just found out Randall King, I found out recently we got some news that he's going to take a break.
Yeah, he had to sit one out at the Austin Rodeo. I know. He was taking a little, probably much needed break.
Faith and just all that. Band of the year, Randy Rogers Band. Who are those? They're new.
Yeah, you heard of them?
They're the kind of guys that were.
Remember the cantina down here, and when they used to have the cantina on Main Street. Before anybody knew who he was, we got to go see him. And who the heck is that guy?
And I mentioned Kylie Fry, female vocalist of the year.
Yeah, she was phenomenal.
And male vocalist of the year, Josh Weathers. Entertainer of the year, the big one?
Marty. Oh, no, I wasn't there.
Aaron Watson.
Yes.
Nice.
Aaron Watson. So that was the awards. Man.
So we will be going again next year. That was just a great thing.
Well, Dave informed us they're going to add a podcast of the year.
Yeah, we might.
And I told him, Dave, I haven't won hardware in a while, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, we might have laid that one on a little thick, but just in case you need to get rid of
in case you're listening.
The awards were yay big, and they were a gold record.
Big old gold record this year. So
good stuff.
It was a fun experience.
We will do it again for sure.
We even hit WinStar Casino.
Yeah, and they
left a little money behind.
They still got the lights on up there. If you get up there, don't worry. They took some of our money.
But anyway, all right, we got a great show for you, Judge and JD show. We've got Dr. Ann Dixon coming in, the superintendent of
FISD, and her superintendent, great lady.
And David Harris.
Yep, always a good one.
All right, we're ready to roll.
Well, man, this is going to be exciting one, JD. We've got Dr. Ann Dixon here.
Hello.
I'm not going to let her be humble today. She's a superintendent extraordinaire. So I've learned a lot about public education from her, and she's kind enough to come down today and visit with a little bit about the upcoming bond election, where we're going to be building a new
That's pretty
high
much the
school.
talk of the town.
That is the talk of the town. Everywhere I go, I can't get in and out of HEB without getting stopped. But she came to us to help us out as we're transitioning through to a new superintendent.
And what's beautiful about this is Dr. Dixon will be stating facts.
That's it.
So, we'll get the facts out there.
And that's, I think, Dr. Dixon, what we've tried to do here is just have a casual conversation and kind of let the community know what we got going on. And we're a little school heavy here because I'm a little biased and the Billy thing. So anyway, that being said, can you share a little bit with us about what we got going on?
Thank you very much for inviting me today. I'm excited to be in Fredericksburg and the school district. I've been a superintendent for 35 years, but when I retired, I started doing these part-time gigs. Mm-hmm. And you're my number 26. So I've been in a lot of districts and a lot of construction throughout that time. It's exciting to be in Fredericksburg. We do have the needs, and they've got it on the May ballot for the new high school. It started about 18 months ago when they convened a steering committee, and we had student input, parent input, community, board, staff. It was just a hodgepodge of what do we need? Mm-hmm. And we were surprised. And we thought we were going to talk about air conditioning and roofs and preventive maintenance things, but we need a high school.
We do need a high school.
We have a high school that is 60 years old. Now you think about that. For 60 years, over 1,000 people walking through that building every day.
Every day.
So we just get wore
Yeah, I mean,
out.
I graduated there.
There you go.
That tells you how old it is.
There you go.
I almost said something like, "Oh, so it's as old as JD then," but it's older. JD's older.
So the committee refocused and said, we just finished our new middle school. We've learned a lot from that construction. We've got that one, the facilities that school was in, and looking at the new high school. In over 60 years, the kids have changed. The programs have changed. You didn't have aviation in high school, did you?
No.
No. We have aviation. You didn't have culinary arts, did you?
We did not.
You didn't have digital welding, did you?
No.
That's our new high school.
Nice.
That's the new high school.
From a sports
We could have used culinary arts because some of the men need to learn how to cook and give us a break. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Not so much aviation, but culinary arts definitely.
And I think to me, a big example broadcasting sports all these years is our press box. That kind of ties into the school pretty.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
I know. Jamie's like, can we get a new press box, please?
But I mean, that's an example of how old it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in fact, when we did the middle school, we didn't get all the field events done. So we're going to put that in this one. We don't have the pole vault and the broad jump and things like that. But like the culinary arts, they're in the old home economics room, y'all. Mm-hmm. That's the room they're in. Yes. And you look at the chefs and what we produce today. So
the cookies are amazing. Just saying. Yeah, they bring cookies to the board meetings sometimes. They're unbelievable.
They catered a spread one time.
Oh, they did.
That was awesome. To challenge the Hyatt. They would. But anyway, as the committees refocused and what our needs were and started defining monies and things like that, then where? Mm-hmm. And so the current high school is in a wonderful location. And so as you get architects involved early for planning and projecting. And we realized that we could build a new high school in the location of the old high school in the same lot area.
Yeah.
And instead of renovating and building a building, tear down, renovate this, we could actually build the new high school over there where the transportation area is, and then demo the old high school when it's finished. And this is just a schematic that shows just the concept right now. And these are the things that came out when we studied it. You couldn't even, don't you tell him. I want you to guess how many exterior doors our current high school has.
Exterior
Doors.
Oh man, you're going to put me on the spot.
Wait, do you have to count the double doors as 2 or 1?
Well, we don't have very many 2s, so I don't. But our thing is safety. And intruder alerts and making sure every door closes and is locked.
I'm going to say the number. Let me think.
Okay, I want to see how.
Yeah, because he went there. You went there. Count. He's reminiscing. And
I'm going to say maybe 6.
133.
Very, very large number for high school.
Doors.
133.
Oh, so in other words, I'm sorry, my brain's working
there's
out.
133 exits.
I was thinking low
Every
ball.
one of those doors, it's
That's
absolutely
scary.
critical that they're monitored and locked. And,
Yeah.
Right. So
And
instead, you need how many doors? Think of
it like this. Remember the old hotels? You'd walk out your hotel room and there was your car in the parking lot. What are the new hotels? Everything is interior. You open it up. You go into secure areas. Nobody can jump you, like they could. So
They can at La Quinta, but I don't think they're going to jump me here in Fredericksburg. I'm just saying they can in certain.
But that's just an example of our safety and security needs. Just going in and putting the new types of, actually we did put in $500,000 back when the safety requirements came in for a special lock on all the doors, $500,000 to meet the requirements. So the new construction is going to meet all those needs. our program needs, our safety needs, our staff needs, our extracurricular needs. We'll expand the facilities. We're going to increase the parking at the football stadium. So all of that.
Nice.
It's a chance for us to relook at what we need. And so the way you do that in a school district is you have to pass a bond.
Yes.
We have two sources. You get your tax bill and you see the tax. You probably don't even look at the tax rate. You look at the tax amount. But there's two tax rates in there. There's one called the M&O, and that's maintenance and operation. One's called INS. Okay, forget that. That's fancy education talk. It's the checkbook and it's the mortgage payment.
Yep.
That's the two taxes
That's
we
the
have.
best way I've ever heard it put.
We have, we
Right.
have 66-cent tax to pay all of our bills, our teacher salaries, our gasoline, our utilities, and all of that. And then we have a 10-cent tax rate to make our mortgage payment. That's to pay our bonds. And so what we have done over the years, and it's another little chart that I'm going to let them show you, this district has done not only a phenomenal, almost a miraculous job. And when you see the chart, the mortgage payment rate is the little red. This is how many years. It has never changed. We have never increased your mortgage payment with all the buildings, with everything that we have done.
Not one time.
Not one time.
In 60 years.
Since, no.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's a long time.
Well, I have the last 10 now, and we have reduced the overall tax rate 37 cents. But that's over here. That's your teacher pay raises and all that. That's the gasoline has gone up. Teacher salaries have gone up. Meals, our food, everything. But the thing that's important about a bond is that when we set the tax rate, Robin Hood has come to Fredericksburg.
I know about that. I talk about that all the time.
Yeah, every now and then.
You have to, and I hope you talk big about it. They have taken $196 million from this.
I've talked about
We could have built that high school.
We could have built it with cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, as I've talked about the two buckets, the 10 cents and the 66, the thing that's so important about Robin Hood is Robin Hood can't touch our 10 cents. If we buy a bus with that INS, with our mortgage money, because that's considered like the roofing and AC, and it costs $100,000, we get $100,000 from y'all, and we spend $100,000. If we have to pay it out of our checkbook, Robin Hood takes 40 cents first. So we have to come up with $140,000 to buy a bus.
That's absolutely
that
correct.
comes out of the classroom.
Well, they got the name right.
Yeah.
Robin Hood. They're robbing us.
It robbed us.
Exactly.
Dr. Dixon will tell you I'm a little dense, but it took. I finally figured that whole thing out all the way, and it's not.
Don't
good.
worry,
Yeah, but
don't worry,
anyway.
Dr. Dixon. He's a little dense everywhere.
We've had him in tutorials. And
Yeah.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. I put him in speech therapy.
okay. You go.
But anyway, so yeah.
But that's the important thing about this bond election is where the money's come and where it's going to.
That's it.
It's coming from the taxpayer in a dedicated expense for the bonds. We cannot use one single bit of that bond money to pay salaries, to pay this. It is dedicated to that. We're setting it at $160 million. We think the high school will be about 150. So the little bit of cushion fluff will be dedicated to things that either come up between now and then or the things we know. We've got some roofing and AC needs, and those, just a few things like that will, swallow it up. We do have a little money left over from the 22 bond because we had $7 million in that to do a new career and technology center. Well, when we decided to do a new high school, that would be silly to build a building to tear down.
Exactly.
So we still have that money over here. And so we'll add that money to build the new career and technology. And then we have about $4 million left over that we're going to go back and finish some middle school stuff, the track and field
Nice.
Maybe a press box.
All I know is one of my nephews plays sports, and he would really like a new press box.
But even when I substitute taught for 3 years or so, but
They trusted you?
Yeah. I let them. I can turn on a CD and let them watch a movie. No, but I was really shocked that some of the classes were like in a tool shed or a shed or like a storage unit or I don't know what I'm. But it was
portable.
I was like,
portable.
portable.
They're portables.
But I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and we still are. Now we're not overcrowded at the high school. We've
that's good.
managed.
I was going to ask you to.
That was my next question
Yeah,
too. Is like, how are the teachers dealing with all those students?
And our growth right now is pretty flat. I think we're down 60 kids, but then after spring break, I just heard this morning we've got a bunch of kids come back in. But this is the school that's going to serve all of Fredericksburg. St. Mary's kids are going to come there. You know, all of any of our tuition or surrounding schools, the DOS kids don't have a high school. And so we're a real full service community.
Yes,
we
we are.
really do. I know there's some other wonderful schools that serve kids too, but we've been wore out and not underutilized, but your example, again, a culinary arts class and an old home economics class has got 2 old-timey stoves in it, y'all. No countertop.
I took home ec. I
countertop.
remember the classrooms.
So-
They weren't
Probably the same ones we used.
But we have plant and soil. We have all. You had the old ag classes. You wouldn't even know what ag is today. You know, it's business management, it's production, it's marketing, the plant and soil, it's research and development. I mean, you wouldn't even
And then Richard
recognize.
Laughlin added
Casa Uberales.
That's another.
Well, and what's that
Great little program.
entrepreneur one?
The
they just
incubator
did?
program,
Incubator.
yes.
I went and saw that. Oh my gosh. It was Shark Tank in Fredericksburg.
It is.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that's
No,
awesome.
the kids come up, they develop and create
They
a
do.
product and have to sell to these people.
Wonderful.
And I
A
was
local
like,
banker comes in
I
every
was-
week.
it's-
Dan Kim comes down there
it's
and works with them.
amazing.
It's really
It's
cool.
amazing.
Oh my God, that sounds
And-
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good experience for all
and
the kids.
that's a class, y'all.
Wow.
I love
that's
it.
a class. So the more kids we can reach, you know, the old, you're either an athlete, you know, or you're a you know, maniac genius or
Or in the
whatever.
band or whatever.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
That would be me.
Exactly. But we can offer something for every kid. Our facilities are just no longer adaptable to that. And we're going to have some tours too.
Yes.
I have
Nice.
have had people say to me, well, the school looks fine. You know, you come inside.
Yes.
I want you to come
I can
inside.
take you for a little walk.
Come inside.
I could have taken you on a little walk in 1995. It looked the same. It was, you know.
And
Exactly.
we have a wall that's a concrete wall, and you open this door and go behind it, and there's this humongous berm of soil that is what I guess
Remember the
engineers.
dungeon in the-
Yeah,
in the
that's it.
freshman? Yeah.
The dungeon. We have
Yes.
a dungeon at
Remember,
high
it was
school.
there when we were.
Is that where you put all the bad
I am
kids?
not. I was too scared. I wouldn't have gone in there.
I would have made that in-school suspension. I would have made that in-school suspension just to be fun.
But I really want the community. Number one, I'm an outsider. Well, kind of. I live in Sisterdale, so
Yeah,
not
right
too
down the road.
not too far. But the fiscal responsibility of this school district has been awesome. That 10 cents. I mean, you can't show me another district that has had that low of an INS rate.
I was going to ask you, compared to other districts you've been to, I mean, I don't know if we've had this conversation or not, but I would think we're pretty competitive on the tax rate.
You are above them.
Nobody likes taxes at all,
in money.
right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not above in money, but the stewardship that you've shown. There's also, we have like a little, we call it a fund balance, but it's like a reserve in that account. Because every year when you get your tax bills, we know what our bond payment is. We know what our mortgage is that we have to pay. So if it's $5 million, we have to set a tax rate to service that bond. We've never had to go over that 10 cents. And the little amount of reserve that we've been able to keep over here, I would suspect, I can't even imagine anything devastating. Downtown would have to burn down or something
Right.
for the value of this community to drop.
Right.
And I think our stable enrollment, I'm going to use the word improved academics. Y'all have improved academics here. You're offering things to kids and meeting student needs. It's just not reading, writing, arithmetic anymore.
No,
We've got so much. When you add technology and just the career stuff.
Well, we're really focused on, what they call college, career, military ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those college credits are awesome.
They
Ella
are.
took those, I mean,
But
all those
we're
things.
getting kids ready to go work at Pioneer. You know what I mean? We're getting kids ready. We're getting
I know,
kids
we are. We're ready.
across the community. I mean, and that's where I'm a fiscal conservative as they come, but I'm all for the school. Even these folks that don't have kids in a school district or grandkids in a district, it's very much the benefit of this community to have a well-educated workforce.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these kids are going directly from the high school into the workforce.
That's what I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
My junior and senior year, I left at noon and went and worked at KNAF University.
And it is our job to get these kids
but
ready.
now it's even more so
Right.
than back then. So, yeah.
And our dual credit. We've got kids that are graduating with almost an associate's degree.
Yeah.
And talk.
We didn't have all that. Yeah,
And the thing that's so wonderful is the savings to the parent. I mean, they're going to save 2 years on college, and they're going to.
What a bargain is aviation.
Exactly.
It's a bargain.
And
it's a bargain deal.
And welding, plumbing, all of this stuff, a marketable trade. We're not just giving them a diploma.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving them a license to life.
Love that.
Right.
And that's what they're going to walk away from our school if we can get the facility to support those programs.
Yes.
That would be good.
Now, like the auditorium, will anything stay?
Yes.
I guess.
Auditorium is staying. One of the gyms is staying. I think they call it the competition gym or something.
Yeah.
But we're going to add gym space with the new one because the cheerleaders in the morning still come over to the old middle school or the dance team or somebody because of the gym space.
Wow.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm glad you said that. When my daughter played softball, by the way, 2019 state semifinalist. They had to get dressed in the storage shed.
Exactly.
But anyway, this is needed, y'all.
It is. And when the taxpayers go to vote, I just need to tell you about something. It's voodoo or whatever. The ballot has to say that this is a tax rate. It is going to say in the language, there's one proposition, and it's going to say this is a tax increase. That is required by law that wording be on there. We do not anticipate, of course, I can't make any promises on a future tax rate. It's just like he can't say what the future budget's going to be.
Right.
But I think our fiduciary responsibilities we've demonstrated to you. We haven't increased it in years. We've done the actuarials with our financial consultant. That's why we're at 160. Mm-hmm. We probably could have gone a little higher with it. But we wanted to make sure that if there were any out years of any fluctuation, our tax rate would be able to manage that with inflation and things like that.
And not to cut you off, I think that's and you've been around us enough to know, I think that's the way the board operates, same way as you would at your home or your business, in that we could have gone a little more, but we didn't. There are limits. The tax, yes, we're doing this for the kids and that sort of thing, but we've got to protect the taxpayer at the same time. So we try to, we're conservative about this. We have the need, but we are conservative indeed.
And I think because of things that are out of our control, such as Robin Hood, that 66 is set by somebody else. They tell us what the maximum tax rate we can do on that side. So the more we can do, your only tax rate really is at 10 cents.
Yes.
The other part that you set, the state kind of governs and guidelines that. And so that's the only money you can protect and tell the community what you want done with that. Because if we don't have that, then we've got to start spending our teacher salaries and stuff.
Teacher salaries and things of that nature.
And possibly close school. Look at all the schools.
Look at all the schools you read across the state.
Schools.
Look at what's going on in Fort Worth. Look at what's going on in Houston.
I think Judson just closed 3 the other night.
Just closed them. Hey, look what's going on in Austin. $400 million deficit.
Yeah.
And, we just, we're not doing that here.
And you've done such a good job with your savings account in that side of the bucket. We do call it a fund balance. And you've had a couple of years of a deficit, but it hasn't been out of the minimum savings you need.
Right.
You actually built up money and then had to do some things, air conditioning and things like that. So you took it out over there. It looks like a deficit in the budget, but it's not a deficit of money. You had the money sitting over here. Okay, we're going to do that this year. We're going to do this. Y'all have just done a phenomenal job at that.
The way I see it, in essence, you got a savings account.
Exactly.
And it's recommended to us by TEA to have it,
3 months.
3 months, and we are well beyond that. Even with the deficit in the budget itself, the money's still there.
Yeah.
And we're just conservative about it. And that's why it looks like we've got a deficit and so forth. But we definitely had in savings. And, for example, where the new middle school sits now, we had a large fund balance at our savings account. And that opportunity came around where we were going to be able to buy property right next to the high school and put it all there together. And we pulled, $8 million out of there and bought real estate with it that belongs to FISD. None of that money goes to the state.
That's right.
That's how that works.
This is great information.
This is. I think the other
See, I
thing.
do listen a little bit.
Well, I told you we've had him in after school tutoring
Yes,
for quite a while.
the tension sometimes.
But one of the things, and that's a good point that what he just brought up, is if we had built this school 5 years ago, it would have cost $114 million.
Yeah,
so look
absolutely
what. So we're at 156 5 years. If we delay this another 5 years, it'll be $209 million. So
massive increase on the balance sheet for the voters. Massive increase if we wait.
And we don't know about we all talk about inflation, but when we start into these projects, now we have to look at steel cost, fuel costs, tariffs, whatever things that we might not even know about right now. And it's ready. I'm not going to say it's overdue because I don't want it to sound like I'm fussing about the board or the district at all, but you've been putting a lot of good money in to keep that school going.
Yes.
And I think we're done. I think we got to move on. And I think next week I'm hoping that you're going to have the middle school principal here to talk about all the benefits that the new middle school has brought. Y'all, reduction in student discipline referrals, health nurse visits, the teacher,
Could you lay out that number on those nurse visits?
I think there's 1,063 less visits to the nurse this year.
To the school nurse.
I will get
crazy
the
number.
principal.
Is that because the school's so cool they want to stay in school now?
Well, same principal, mostly the same staff, all of that, and 1,000 less visits.
That tells
That's
you.
a lot.
I'll get the principal to bring some good numbers.
Okay,
Wait till
good.
you hear discipline. What the reduction in discipline
It's
referrals.
insane. It's shocking. It's shocking.
This is going to be another
Because
great
kids
segment.
aren't hiding in bathrooms in other buildings.
I haven't even
Well, yeah.
They
right.
can't hide now. You can run, but you
Exactly.
can't hide.
I haven't even bothered Dalen about this yet, but I'm going to. But yeah, he's going to come on, and then
He's
we're going to have a little bit more of a community one towards
Yes, and when Dalen comes on, hopefully the high school principal might be able to join so you can ask him questions about some of the current facility deficiencies. He lives it every day.
Yes.
And Mr. Wyrick is in the school, and he's probably the most visible principal I've ever seen. He's out in the halls, and he's everywhere.
And he went to school there, so he knows.
Yes, I think that you can ask him, maybe even be thinking about some specific questions. You might say, "Well, what are you going to do with the nursery?"
Right.
I don't, and I've just said that, and I have no clue what they're going to do.
Right.
So-
But, no, that's wonderful. And this has been a wealth of information, Dr. Dixon. Thank you.
you.
I mean,
You're
for
welcome.
us as community, because as I sit here, I learned a lot about this, and that's what people want. People want the facts.
They want to know.
And you presented the facts, and that's what people will base their decision on, and we appreciate, like I said, a wealth of information here.
With the, I feel like with the sort of the group, the board, there's one of us in your life somewhere. So grab one of us and ask a question. Don't hesitate, and we'll share with you what we know about it. And
always just stop him in HEB. He
yeah,
loves that.
that's where we get stopped, is HEB. So it's good stuff. And Dr. Dixon, thank you so much.
You're
for
welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for
coming.
coming to Fredericksburg. I mean, really, you've been a wealth of information and help and learning, and we've been busy lately, haven't we?
Well, we have, and even though I live in Sisterdale, but I've got lots of roots here, I'll tell you, it's the Gold family.
Yes.
So anybody who knows a Gold, then that's my connection.
They've been around forever.
They have been around forever, and their kids have all graduated. My son-in-law graduated from this school here.
Right.
In fact, every year, I'm kind of the queen of games at my family stuff, and we always have the Christmas bingo. And when he heard that I got this job, he said, "Oh, bingo in the cafeteria."
That sounds good to me.
Well, thank you for coming in. Is there anything you want to add? I always let folks add. Is there anything you want to get in that we might have left out? Or anything?
No, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I see this is kind of every superintendent has a full-time job, and a construction and a bond is a second full-time job.
Absolutely.
This is something that, and I have to be very careful in my position. I'm not allowed to promote any vote or anything like that.
But I can.
But
No, I'm kidding.
yes, anybody else can except me. But there's not anything that I have heard about this program and this project that started a year before I got here that I have been uncomfortable about. The location is good. The layout, the programs, the firms that they've already done some preliminary. I don't feel nervous about anything.
And I just had to say to the community, this is a big project. Like, there's a lot. We've been working on. I got elected in 2018, and we've been working on this from that point, including the middle school and high school.
Right,
and
right.
Like she said, the superintendent has two jobs at that point. So does our operations, Michael, and
Finance.
And I also got it while you're here. I mean, our staff is just
They're great.
stunning.
They're great.
Incredible.
I can
people.
see that from the community looking in.
Oh my
I
gosh.
see that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to brag about something.
Yes, ma'am.
Every district I go to, we open school with a teacher shortage. I mean, it's just our industry right now.
Yeah.
We don't have a single short teacher. We didn't start with one this year. And we actually have a couple of teachers we need to move them somewhere.
Yeah.
We have an excess.
Nice.
And talk about people who, this is a destination education.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is where people want to come to work. This is where people want to bring their
There
children.
are people that move here because of our school district and some of the other schools in the
We're blessed to have our.
We are blessed to
we're
have our
blessed
school
to-
here.
I
And
think
Well, I mean, it created two wonderful
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
I
look at
mean,
us.
come on.
Yeah, come
We're
on.
prime examples.
I give them so much hell, but they're cool dudes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
It's been an eye-opening experience. Being on the board, and being on the board is not an overly they don't pay really well, you know. and there's a lot of time involved, but you do get one little selfish thing out of it, sort of personal development and just getting to meet people like Dr. Dixon and work with really smart people and learn a lot. And our staff up there is just, it's the same way. And it's just really cool people that we get to work with.
Yeah, you're going through a superintendent search right now. And what is the number one question when applicants call me and say, want to know about the district? That's the first question. How's the board? And my answer every time, phenomenal. The first I'd say, I don't know. They never come see me. I don't ever see them. And most boards drive superintendents crazy.
Yes.
And I said, we go...
Or vice versa.
No, I'm just...
Well, and the thing that it's hard to relay to people is that a board meeting is the business of the district.
That's correct.
It's not like other kinds of boards sometimes that are charitable or social or something like this. I've been at board meetings till 1 and 2 in the morning. This board is they can conduct all the business in an hour or two. They honor and recognize students and staff and celebrate. They just do it right.
It's been a blessing. To be on that board, I have learned so much from my co-board members, the staff. I mean, it's just been a good experience.
Sounds like you guys just get her done.
We try.
Get her done.
That's how it should be done.
That is. And you don't know how much superintendents, like I said, when they call, they don't say, what's your office like, what's your salary, whatever. They say, what's the board? And every single time, you're not going to find a better one.
Well, I won't, toot my own horn, but I will say the other board members, they're just special, just great people. They are.
Phenomenal.
So,
Love
yes.
it.
They
Love
are.
working with them. So
Dr. Ann Dixon.
Thank you for having me.
thank you for spending
Judge,
time with us.
Judge and JD show. What a wealth of information. Of course, we're back on the Judge and JD show. Did we ever leave?
Yeah. Do you ever leave? I feel like I live here.
We're always here, man. But we got, as promised, our musical guest today, David Harris. And anytime we get to talk a little bit about Luckenbach, that always makes me and Judge happy and smile. And
absolutely. And it's always fun having David on. He's become kind of part of the team, not kind of, but part of the team.
Well, Pioneer Bar every Wednesday,
Every
right?
Wednesday.
And every Saturday.
And Saturday.
Yeah.
And then otherwise as needed. So
Yeah.
on call. We put him to work
call.
on.
I have David on speed dial.
On call all the time.
I have David on speed dial.
Yes.
So what's shaking and looking about, man?
Well, first off, it's good to be with y'all. And
Well, thank you for
and I
taking
love
the
the
time.
new studio. I love it. This is great. Perfect. Nice.
We
space
love
for
it.
this.
It's
We
awesome.
do.
Nice shirt.
Thank you.
love
This
that
shirt
shirt.
is actually a representation of what I'm here to talk about.
Okay.
All right.
This is for Angels and Outlaws that we are doing this weekend out at Luckenbach. It's going to be basically Bridget London, who JD you familiar with.
We go way back.
Yeah, y'all go way back
From the old K-Fan
In fact,
radio days.
I did talk to her earlier today
She
on the
remembers me?
phone, and I went JD, and she goes JD. I go Rose, and she goes, oh my God. Yeah, she was very happy to hear that it was you. And,
Awesome.
And so I told her I was coming on here to talk about it. But Bridget did this last year, and Bridget and I, Bridget started a music series years ago called the Last Honky Tonk Music Series, and a lot of us, from that series, it was a nationwide series. We toured all over the country with it. It's kind of slowed down a little bit now, but what Bridget has started doing with it now, and she's moved back to Texas. She was in Louisiana for a while, but Bridget, she decided to do a music festival at Luckenbach, and so we started bringing her in, and she started bringing us in to get it all together, and it's great because it's a lot of people that we don't see around here.
Right.
The music that is going to be there is a lot of them are national artists. As
I
far
was
as
going to say the lineup is
they're
incredible.
and I'm going to have
Yeah.
to cheat
Yeah,
here
it
because I
is.
can't remember.
No, that's all
everybody.
right. You're good.
But no,
Pull it on up.
But no, I mean, from out of state, I know we've got Mudbone coming in, and Mudbone's from the Nashville, Mississippi area. He's amazing. If you've never heard him, in fact, the last time I saw Mudbone play here was at Social House here in town,
Okay.
and I jumped up there with him. but we've got amazing. You know, Thomas Michael Riley.
Always fun.
We all
Local
know.
hill country guy.
Thomas is going to be there. Dallas Moore.
Yeah.
Who, if y'all, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Dallas,
Absolutely.
but you need to get familiar with Dallas Moore. Pauline Reese.
Of
who,
course.
we all
Pauline.
know Pauline. Dallas Burrow, who's if y'all aren't familiar with Dallas Burrow, he's been blowing it up in the country music world for a little while now. He's right in there with everybody that's coming up big in kind of that good old style traditional. I guess the new neo traditional is what you could call it. But he also is a venue owner in New Braunfels for a place called the Redbird. So he's just a great artist, and he's going to be there. Good guy. Star Aslan. If y'all not familiar with that little girl, she is amazing. I say girl, she's a woman. She's a woman all day long. She just is a powerhouse talent. I mean, powerhouse in a little bitty thing. She's just amazing.
Dynamite comes in small packages, man.
It sure does.
Oh yeah, she is 100%. Oh gosh, there's so many. I mean, Jeremy Lynn Woodall, we're gonna have who was Billy Joe Shaver's lead guitar player until he died. For many after Eddie and a couple others, it was Jeremy, and so he'll be there, and we're going to actually do a little bit of a Billy Joe Shaver tribute as well.
Sweet.
And we're also going to do a tribute, I believe, also for Kent Finley, the old owner of Cheatham Street Warehouse, who got a bunch of us started.
Kent's definitely legendary.
Yeah,
Kent was
I've known
legendary.
him since. I've known him forever.
Oh
with
yeah,
all
Kent
the
was one of the
concerts in Austin. and all
He
that.
was a 1 in a million guy, of just
Yeah.
a human being that you
Yes,
could
he
sit and
was.
have a conversation with, and it was the most. I would get some of the most simplest advice that I would never even think of that I needed to hear from him. Like just literally, he was that good with it. But my God, yeah, we've got this lit. I mean, Brooke Falk, who's coming in, I believe, from Alaska. Jesse Adams.
A lot of great
Sadie
artists.
McLean, Brett Watts, Joel Hoffman, who is also the owner of Riley's Tavern over in outside of in between
the
Hunter-
oldest liquor
Hunter,
license in Texas.
That's it. That's him.
The oldest liquor license.
It's the
in Texas.
first
he
liquor
owns
license
it.
in Texas that was ever issued was issued to the
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He owns. He's still owning it and keeping it going. I played there not long ago. The place looks great. Flora Mae Holiday. Daryl Wayne Dasher, my good buddy out of the Nashville kind of Montana area. Brett Watts. Oh gosh, dang. Let's see. Terry Joyce. There's another dynamite in a small package right there. You know Terry.
yeah.
Juliet Stewart, Mandy Marie Luke, AJ Downing, David Patrick Dunn,
Dang.
That's,
Mike
a good
Hernandez,
lineup. That's a good
and Glenn
lineup.
Collins, and then some dummy named David Harris. But
But man,
we're gonna hope he doesn't show up for
that
everybody's
is an
sake.
incredible.
I hope he does because he's the only reason why I'm going.
But no, and it's a great show. It's free to come. It's during the day. It's going to be from 1 to 6.
And what's the date on that one again?
That is tomorrow, actually, Saturday. So,
tomorrow in Luckenbach,
Saturday,
Texas.
So we're going to be there for
Why
that.
not?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of getting. That's why I came in here to get one last little bit of word out to folks.
Yeah,
and kinda
absolutely.
So
let
Saturday the
everybody-
28th, just to get the date out there. Right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Saturday,
Saturday
March 28th.
And we'll be
Luckenbach.
there doing it.
What does
on
it all
big
crank up
outdoor
around
stage.
noon or what?
Yeah, get there around
what-
noon. We're gonna have benches and tables set up by the stage. So come get. In fact, I was setting some up earlier, so we're gonna get everything ready for
I
everybody.
love that damn outdoor
And bring your
stage.
chairs, bring your folding chairs. Come, set up out there, find you a shady spot, and get entertained.
That
in a
outdoor
big way.
stage rules.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
I mean,
It's,
I love
it's
the
done
indoor
wonders
dance
for
hall.
us.
But that outdoor stage, when they put that in, 10 years ago or
It's
so.
done wonders for us. Well, Ryan Bingham was the reason we put it there because he did that festival out there.
Right.
So thank goodness for Ryan.
So for people who don't know, David, you do maintenance out at Lucas
As well, that's
You're
my
the
day
maintenance
job.
man.
That's my day job.
Yeah,
is
right,
grounds
right.
crew, and
So you're in the thick of it, though.
Yeah, I'm the guy that moves and shakes a lot. of stuff
You
around.
also, your name came up last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was at my birthday party for my buddy William Scripps. And
Oh, yeah.
we were talking about you going to be hosting on
Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, on Thursdays.
Yeah, on Thursday.
At
I've got
All-Star?
some coming up.
At
yeah.
All-Star, you got some coming up.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I don't know. I love it out there. If you
He
haven't-
moved it up to from down.
That's what I was
He
just
said he had
about
to move
to
it up.
say. It's-
Said he had so many people coming in. They had
It's
to they
such
do it in
an
the big hall.
amazing room to have a picker circle in because
It
it's their what I guess what he said it's called their great hall there
Yeah.
at Altstadt, and there's a stage, but we just set up on the floor and put the tables, and the tables get put around us. The acoustics in the room are so they're just so amazing. I mean, I recorded some of it. I got a little microphone that I can record stuff on my phone and get good quality. And the room is phenomenal.
It's set up for it, and he couldn't be more excited about it.
It was so much fun.
He loves it,
and I love doing it for especially when you can get a bunch of people that that you can sit there, no microphones and no amplification,
kind of a song swap.
We just kind of sit there and sing, and you can hear everybody because the room is just so nice, and the people are really good about staying kind of quiet in the background and listening. And
then I wouldn't work there.
Well, then that's why we put you by the bar.
Okay, yeah.
We put you by the bar, you'd be okay. You can just stay over there.
Yeah, no, I was talking to him about it. He's excited about the way it's been going and coming up.
It's really cool.
Yeah, we're going to be talking more about that.
No, I can't wait to see it. Now that because that was when I've done it before and out there, and when I went was when I first did it out there. It was my first time being there, and that place is an institution. Yeah. It's an institution. It's amazing.
It's awesome.
So I'm excited what they're going to do out there.
You know, with David's voice, and he's got a face for radio.
Yeah, that's what Virgil used to tell me.
Got a face for radio.
And since I can't do mornings,
we weren't going to do this on public, but might as well start beating the hell out of it here.
I know, y'all just
David, we want to talk a little business with you.
We want to breathe. We're going to
business talk.
Breathe some life back, not back into, but we want to breathe new life into TexasRadio.net, and we need it. I can't do mornings. I'd love to.
And I can't talk like him. So.
And I'm not coming in. David does have a voice for radio, though.
And a face.
And the face.
We'll kick you around doing a morning show on there, man. Are you a morning person?
No.
I
don't know David that much, but I knew
that was a dumb question. He's
a
musician.
To quote great Marty Stewart, that a musician's heart doesn't start beating till about noon.
Anyway, we need.
Well, it's something that I wouldn't mind giving it a whirl, I suppose.
Well, we've loved having you around so much, and in that voice, and we got to talking about it. David's got a hell of a voice.
Well,
and I know a guy who can kind of work with you.
Yeah,
an old program director from.
I know somebody from that generation.
We'll figure that out. We'll get that part
talk to
figured
somebody,
out.
figure that out. But,
way to put him on the spot, dudes.
Yeah,
right.
Because right after this, I'm just gonna go no.
Oh man.
No, I'm kidding. I would love to.
We'll figure something out. Man.
And morning radio is something that I am a big fan of. Grew up on it and grew up literally with it out of my own hometown with 5:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, the AM station that I used to listen to. So morning show sounds great.
And TexasRadio.net's been a little jam out here for.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how many years I need. At least well over 15 years.
Yeah.
15, 16 years. I'm terrible with time.
How many people did you have?
Dates. What?
What about that musician song doesn't start beating till noon?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that this job requires me to do the math because I ain't going to do it.
His job is to talk.
But no, that would be great. So,
how many folks was it you had on there?
3,500
on that for that game.
For the game, and it's.
And we can see on there, and there's constantly people on there. It's really cool.
And we want to do some contests, local Fredericksburg contests, and be. Like the Judge and JD show, we're very involved in the community.
Yes.
But it just makes sense to tie in the TexasRadio.net into the podcast.
We'll probably run the podcast as one of the shows.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
but we thought you might be interested in getting involved.
That sounds great. I think we're going to, it's
lock the doors, Ashley. Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
I got the contract for him to sign.
Anybody got a Sharpie? We'll make a contract.
No, I got the contract in my book
hold on.
with the knife for the pen and blood. We need you to sign with your blood, too.
But anyway, back to the festival of Luckenbach. You want to play us a song?
I'd love to. In
Let's
fact,
do a live tune.
Let's
here.
do this. Just because I mentioned we'll be doing a Billy Joe Shaver thing.
All right.
How about I do a Billy Joe Shaver?
I'm a huge Shaver fan.
I'll save the one I'm going to do out of Luckenbach for Luckenbach because, in all honesty, you gotta have Jeremy Lynn Woodall playing guitar. It's literally the first year we did this. They let us pick what we wanted to do if we were doing a Billy Joe song, and I literally just said this one first, or Thunderbird is what I said. I'll do that one out of
I love
Luckenbach.
Thunderbird.
But the reason is because I always loved going to Billy Joe Shaver shows and seeing Jeremy just kick that song off because it was just a powerful sound of a thing. And the whole song. I mean, they used to do a whole. Remember that's the song he did the whole drum solo on.
Yeah.
And all the back in the day.
Right, exactly.
Oh, God.
And I'm so blessed with my career in the past. I got to interview Eddie several. In fact, Eddie was great, but I got to interview his son as well. His name slipped my mind. Eddie and Billy Joe. Sorry, my brain is not working today.
It's okay.
But
That's why you're bringing me in.
But exactly.
Nothing's gonna get.
I'm an old has-been.
We need some youth.
A little ute.
Well,
a ute involved.
I know that. Okay, cousin Vinny.
But my point is how I won Billy Joe over. I was still a crazy son of a gun back then, right? Nothing's changed. But the first time I met Billy, I got to meet him at a restaurant, and I said, "I guess you're not going to order finger steaks, are you?" And he laughed his ass off, and he was pounding his, pounding his hands. I never heard that one, but ever since then, he
that was one of my favorite parts.
He loved it.
That was one of my favorite things about him was that I watched him so many times. That's the hand he shook you with was the one that had the fingers missing, and if you didn't know. Or you didn't notice it before you went to shake it, the reaction was always the same. Just that, well, Mr. Shaver, I'm so good.
I know he had the reaction.
I think he did that on purpose.
He was a joker to love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how he told me
joke.
he got to cut him off.
It was a sawmill accident.
Sawmill.
I thought you said a song accident.
He strummed his guitar too heavy.
Yeah. Well, that's one of
Somebody
those
pick up my fingers. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Billy Joe Shaver is somebody that I think I think that every single one of us that in Texas music or just, and really anywhere, not just Texas, but just anywhere in the country or the world, Billy Joe Shaver has been a huge influence on a lot.
He wrote every song on Honky Tonk Hero.
He did.
Yes.
Waylon's album. Every damn
one.
song. But
He
anyway,
basically threatened Waylon to record.
yeah, he did. He was going to kick his ass if he didn't record them, right?
Well, something like that.
There was something
Or they were
like
going to
that.
kick
Yeah.
his ass or something like that.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah. But no, I'll do let's see if I can get all this old song. Some old Five and Dimer.
I feel like I'm a pioneer right now. He's playing a little music.
He's even got the blue sign behind him.
Now I've spent a lifetime making up my mind to be more than the measure of what I thought others could see. Good luck and fast bucks, too far and too few between. The Cadillac buyers and them old five-dimers like me. But she stood beside me, didn't mean no she'd be. Something to lean on when everything ran out on me. But fenced yards ain't old cars, like as not never will be. Oh, the reasons for rhymers and old five-timers like me. Well, it's taken me so long. Now that I know I believe, all will say is all I ever will be. Too far and too wide, too deep, too few between. Lord, and too much ain't enough for old five-timers like me. Yeah, an old five-and-dimer with soul I intended to be.
That was sweet, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sweet. David
that was
Harris.
good.
I hear him play music almost every day, it feels like. I never get tired of
Right?
it.
It's awesome. Awesome.
Thank y'all guys.
David Harris on the Judge and JD show. Man, the Angels and Outlaws show tomorrow night out at Luckenbach. Well, actually all day, not just night.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it during the day.
Afternoon and into
Get
the
there,
evening.
get there.
Might have to
get
try to
there
make it
around
out there.
there. Yeah, come on out. Get
Thank
your
you,
burger,
Bridget
hang out.
London.
If I get all my honeydews done, maybe I can make it out there, you know. Kristen's usually got a list for me on Saturday.
Oh, for sure.
But after that, maybe I can run out there.
The weekends
Lies.
are not for relaxation. The weekends are for the list.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up out at Luckenbach while we got you here? That you can
You
think of?
know,
Any
they
big
just
shows.
they did just recently announce that we're having Lucas Nelson
That's
Oh,
always
that's
there.
That'd
So
be
that's
awesome.
going to be a big show. So get your tickets for that. I know that's going to be going on.
You bet.
But yeah, and then that evening after we get done, after the Angels and Outlaws, Dolly Shine's going to be doing an acoustic show in the dance halls.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Go check that out if you stick around after us.
Lots of good
Lots of good
entertainment.
stuff out there coming up. So yeah.
Everybody's somebody. Even JD Rose is
Yeah, out
somebody
there
out there.
looking, didn't you
Luckenbach.
break your ankle out there or something? You said?
One year I did. It was during the hug in. I was
Yeah.
trying to
Hugging
take this
too
big
hard.
old log for somebody to sit on, and I lost, and I dropped it on my ankle. And you remember Cowboy? Were you around when Cowboy was
Rough,
around?
yeah.
Cowboy
yeah.
nicknamed me Ankle Rose. Instead of Axel, I was Ankle,
Ankle
Rose
Rose.
for the longest time.
That's perfect.
But yeah, that's one of my legendary stories out there.
remember you
Well, I don't know if
saying
it's legendary, just
When you see him-
stupidity.
When you see Cowboy, did you-
In your
see
mind,
Cowboy,
it's
did you-
legendary. In your mind, it's a legendary story.
Alcohol
What were
involved.
you
It's
saying?
something that you could walk up to Cowboy anytime or like afterwards and just go, welcome to the jungle, Cowboy. Just see if he gave a damn or not.
Well, thank you for coming
Thank
in,
y'all
brother.
for having me. I
We
didn't-
appreciate it a lot, Dave.
Always
y'all.
fun. So,
Great to be here.
We'll see you this weekend.
Yeah, come on out.
man, do you think we wrangled David into doing a show on Texas radio down there?
I don't think we gave him a choice. We made him an offer he can't refuse.
Roped him in, pulled him in. We want to thank David Harris for
So
joining
we
us.
on board in one episode. We hired a DJ,
Right away.
new partner in the deal. But yeah, no, he excellent guy, and it's that voice and somebody just loves music, So great stuff.
And we're going to be looking for sponsors soon. We'll be out and about, and this will be a great opportunity for you to get the word out about your business.
It does.
locally, nationally, and worldwide.
This hyper local advertising like we're doing, it just works. In a world full of messy social media and stuff everywhere, it's all about bringing it right here.
Home.
Yes.
Bring it
Bring it
home,
home.
baby. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you, David Harris, and thank you, Dr. Ann Dixon. It was a fun one today.
It was a
Judge.
fun one. Fun group of people.
Make sure you like, subscribe, get notified. The Judge and JD show over almost 6. We were looking at the awards, 6,000 followers almost.
Yes. 6,000 followers.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We haven't even hit a year yet. We're pushing a year, but we haven't hit a year.
No,
yet.
we're short about 5 more weeks.
Yep.
We'll be a
It's-
year.
I can't believe it.
5 more weeks, gentlemen.
Yep.
We should be proud.
We are.
Producer-
I am.
Are you producer proud, Monty?
I'm producer proud. I just have, 2 clowns I have to work with every day. It's been very difficult, but you guys have come a long way in the year.
You gotta admit, we entertained y'all three. So we got
Yeah, you
Kristen,
do.
Ashley, Monty. We wouldn't be doing this without the team.
That's-
No, we
oh,
tried. It
that's-
didn't work.
It don't work. It ain't gonna work.
We've tried. It doesn't always work when all 5 of us ain't here. The Fab Five right here.
It's a good team, the Fab Five. Well, thank y'all so much, and
it's all because of you.
it's really
you folks out there.
you guys are the main character. We're just kind of here to keep us on, going down the right direction. But y'all are the main. Y'all are the star of the show.
All right. Y'all have a great weekend. Go out to Luckenbach, the Angels and Outlaws show. Thanks to Bridget London, David Harris, and all the hardworking folks out there going on tomorrow night. Or I always say night. It starts at noon, going on in the afternoon, main stage.
Starts
Adios.
at 12 o'clock.
Adios.